Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
We begin tonight with new developments surrounding a search of the Red River. A source close to the efforts has confirmed to Valley News Live that the body of a man was found.
Rescue crews were looking for a man who apparently disappeared while swimming in the Red. Authorities confirmed earlier that he was fishing with friends when he decided to go for a swim. Witnesses told authorities that they saw him go under, but he didn't resurface. The search centered near Lindenwood Park and began around 1:30 this afternoon. Calls to police tonight to get further information have not been returned.
This could be the last time our area plays host to the Pyrotechnics Guild International Convention.
And it's not because people are complaining about the fireworks shows put on by the group. It's because they may not have land to use for their displays.
As Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker reports, our area is growing, and sometimes we're missing out on big acts and revenue due to limited venues. And that's leading to some tough decisions over in West Fargo.
In the last year, we have been in discussions with the city of West Fargo about building a new convention center on our grounds.
Brian Scholes, general manager of the Red River Valley Fair, on the possibility of a new convention center in West Fargo and what it means for the Pyrotechnics Guild International, which is a fireworks convention that stops in this area every few years.
We are talking about possibly selling some land south of the racetrack for commercial. And what that would do is it would eliminate the opportunity for PGI to come back to Fargo.
Can't come back because it would no longer be safe for people to watch, according to safety standards.
They have a fallout zone that they have to meet, and with a commercial area there, they wouldn't have enough room with that fallout.
But why is the Red River Valley Fair thinking about selling the land?
If the city is to build this new convention center, we would sell that land, which would increase the property tax and sales tax funds for the city of West Fargo. So then in turn, that would help pay off the convention center faster.
There's mixed reaction to the possibility of PGI not coming back to this area.
I'm sure there's people who hate the noise, but you know, I for one love being able to see that kind of stuff.
Dennis Jackson says he'd hate to see PGI not return, but understands it's a nuisance to some people.
The two rescue dogs we have, they just do not like the big booms. They even get scared of when it's the thunderstorms too. So it's only the fair that scares my dogs. It's actually loud noises.
Troy Jacobs says he'd be relieved if the convention deal went through and PGI was never seen or heard from again. Cornelius Hawker, Valley News Live.
Schultz stresses this isn't a done deal. However, he says a new convention center would bring in more revenue than PGI, which comes to town at a rate of about every 4 years.
We now know the names of the two people found dead inside a Jamestown home last night. 33-year-old Casey Jensen and 26-year-old Cherish Peterson are both from Jamestown. A 3-month-old baby was also found in the home unharmed and has been returned to family members as of this morning. While foul play has not been confirmed, police say a weapon was recovered at the scene.
2 people were hurt in a 3-car crash north of Jamestown Sunday. Investigators say 38-year-old Ernest Castillo of Gackle, North Dakota, was northbound on Highway 52, about 3 miles north of Jamestown, when he tried to turn west. Troopers say Castillo failed to yield and was struck by a Chevy Colorado driven by Clay Camoni of Jamestown. Both drivers were injured. We don't know how badly yet. Camoni also sideswiped a semi. That driver was not hurt.
A Devil's Lake man will spend 10 years in prison on federal drug charges. 40-year-old Jeremy Christ was also sentenced to 8 years of supervised release. Christ was arrested as part of a sting operation in which a meth deal was arranged. When he was arrested, authorities say that they found marijuana and several baggies of meth. It was later determined that the meth was nearly 100% pure.
An appeal is likely in the case of Fargo police officer David Belke, who was fired following an internal investigation into claims that he lied. Belke's attorney told Valley News Live that Belke is considering the appeal along with other legal options and will be making a decision in the next couple days. Fargo Police Chief David Todd says Belke's firing is effective immediately. Chief Todd says he carefully considered all the facts related to the investigation, including not filing reports, claims of lacking empathy, and GPS data that shows Officer Belke never went to the locations he said he did on dates in question. Belkey is a 15-year veteran of the police force and a 4-time life-saving award recipient.
Quebec is making more room for a recent spike in refugees. The number of asylum seekers has tripled in the last 2 weeks, with more refugees crossing the border from New York. Montreal's Olympic Stadium is being used as a temporary shelter. So far, about 500 people have been sleeping on portable beds, but there's now room for twice that number.
A Valley News Live investigation reveals cruel prank calls at the expense of people dealing with lost pets. In Grand Forks, people who have lost their pets post pictures and their personal phone numbers on community pages in hopes that someone will find their pet. Now, some suspect pranksters are preying on people who post their personal numbers and posing as the animal shelter in town, and that they're going to put down your pet. They're even using technology to mimic the callback number as being the real shelter.
When we're calling someone, we're just asking them to come in. We really don't even do a whole lot of conversation over the phone. We're just like, we have a black and white cat. You have one missing. This one has a white paw. Do you want to come in and check it out?
Police and the phone company are investigating. If you have a lost pet, you're encouraged to report it to your local shelter.
3 new canine teams have joined the Minnesota State Patrol. The canines and their handlers today demonstrated how they will go about searching for drugs. Canines Keno, King, and Remy went through 10 weeks of intensive training. The handlers also went through 5 weeks of training with their assigned partners. All of these teams will assist other troopers on traffic stops where drugs are believed to be hidden.
This afternoon truly was a fairy tale come true. Addie's annual lemonade and cupcake stand just off of 8th Street in Moorhead raised money for the Sunshine Foundation to help answer the dream of one little girl. 7-year-old Peyton has cerebral palsy, and her dream is to go to Disney World to meet Mickey Mouse. A number of Disney princesses made an appearance. You might recognize this one. Valley News Live's Christy Larson, Chris Berg was also there from North Dakota Today. They too dressed to the nines as Disney royalty.
Valley News Live.